Yeah, so my name is Paul Segas. I'm the course instructor for Theatre and Performance 374, which is Sustainability and Performance. What we're doing right now is the final segment in a 12-week course, which is called Making Change Happen. Making Change Happen is exactly that. It's trying to harness the principles of performance and theatre craft, as well as activism, and to go out into the world and create a performative intervention that can substantially make some kind of change happen. In this case, the project is quite special because the classes come together to deliberate, to ideate, to think about the course materials that are about sustainable development and sustainability science, thinking about biological systems and the environment, the economy, and as well as society, and how they might like to take up something from those conversations and create an intervention. And that's what we see here today behind me, which is the culmination of performative installation that is called The Time Is Now, which is amassing a week's amount of plastic and recycling garbage, dumping it under the poor, unsuspecting branches of this lonely tree, this orphan, and seeing if the people around us, the community around us, will step up and clean up the mess that's around them. And in that, the process of thinking about what we've done, what our responsibilities are, and how we're all related in a way together to step into a world to create a better place for each other. And that's what it's all about. Thanks.
To me, this project represents a chance to get people to stop and take a few seconds out of their day and just look at something that they might not have originally seen in the landscape of this campus. I just had a really interesting conversation. It was quite a long conversation about someone who was a little bit skeptical about the outcomes or what the impact of this project would truly be. And I think for me, as someone who studies both art and sustainability in some capacity, and I'm trying to integrate these two disciplines in my studies and in my everyday life, to me it represents a chance to get people to think, because I think art should make people think, and I think that it's enough for me if someone takes a few seconds out of their day to reconsider something or to think about what this might mean in a different way, and that to me is what art is supposed to do. And if that happens to be sustainability or the environment or their own personal actions and agency that someone is reconsidering, then I consider that to be successful and fulfilling.
Well, to me, this project is about bringing all the stuff we try to push aside about our impact on the climate crisis as students, or in Canada where we don't really see a lot of the effects of it, and just bring it into the open, into an unavoidable place. Oh my gosh, children, sorry, I got distracted. To where you can't really avoid it anymore, and it's in your face. Because a lot of the time, this is just our waste from a week plus a little bit from the university. So just seeing it all piled up in one thing, and never really realized how much I produce waste as well, because you just throw it away once a week and don't really care about where it goes next. But piling it all onto this tree that was undisturbed until we threw all our stuff onto it, you get a lot of interesting, weird perspectives about our personal impact on our environment, and our impact, as small as we may think it is, on environmental degradation overall. So, yeah, that's me.
I've got a lot of thoughts, but I think the overall thing is that we live in a society where our population, the younger ones, so Gen Z, millennials, I think they're finally giving the world the chance to hear their voice. And I think especially because we're in this weird in-between of being a university student, at least myself, there's so little that I feel like I can do. I don't have disposable income. I can't purchase these renewable, cars like the hybrids of Tesla, or I don't have a lot of time. Even just coming here to do this project, I feel like I'm running out of time. So I think even just little things, and I think that's what I really love about this, especially, is that my impact really does make a difference in this grand scheme of things of working with others, and it's a collective problem. So I think recycling may be one of those problems that I kind of do have I don't really know what I'm saying, but I feel like recycling is just one of the things that I can directly impact. And I think especially on the university when there isn't really much I can do besides join a club, there's something. I lost my thought a lot. I'm so sorry. That was not English, but it's okay.
Well, I see this as sort of a call to action because this is a display of not only the damage we are kind of doing to the environment, but it also puts the stress on just how much a small impact can have. And I think it's teaching a lot of people, including me, what we can actually do to advocate more for the environment and the little things we can just put into our daily habits that make all the difference.
So this project means to me, or at least we're talking about recycling here and waste, and that generally is a very good entryway into a lot of sustainability issues. So if you think about all the plastic that's used that originally came from petroleum, which was eventually made into the plastic. If you think about all the cardboard and the water that went into that, there's a bunch of different aspects of sustainability issues that are imbued within a waste issue, and it's interesting to think about that and also engage people in how we interact with that and what they can do about that and solve this issue, which is why we've set it up in this way, because we want people to engage with it. We want people to take it apart and consider their role in how this waste is created and how it's dealt with.
To me, this project means I think it demonstrates the importance of individual action and breaks the narrative that one person can't make a difference, and showing it in front of people, especially in the time lapse, will really show that yes, small actions can make a difference.
This project means to me is I want to see people doing recycling in real life. I am the person who's really interested to doing recycling, and I tried my best to recycling in my life. However, I found the university does not support it in some way. I still remember it back in my second year, fine art studio course. At the end of the term, we have a lot of leftover cardboard, and the professor just bringing a garbage bin, asked us to dump it all in. I asked the professor, why we're not recycling? Is this you're funny? Well, we need more people to do the recycling. And even this is just a very little step, but I think it can help us to save the planet. Also, more people do that, and we can push more companies, even the university and the government to support us, do the recycling and to save the planet.
Well, at the beginning, this project, for me, it aims to raise awareness for people that cares about recycling and people that doesn't. We know that recycling isn't the solution, but it's supposed to be something that people at least should know about it. So the project, it's supposed to show people of what people can do even by doing small stuff to make an impact. But by people going by, we can see there's like a whole different kinds of people. There were people that are shy. They don't want to talk to you. They might not even want to look at you. There were also people that might just stand away from you and just stare at the project because they're really curious, but they don't know how to come and approach to you, and you just need to talk to them. There's also people that are really skeptical, have a bunch of ideas about it, which they just come to you and talk about their ideas and want to interact with you. I think it's a pretty meaningful project. It makes you think about stuff.
I think for me, this project is all about making an impact to people who may know or may not know about like sustainability, climate change, or just environment-related stuff. Because I think a lot of people, they do care and they do want to make a difference, but they just lack of the knowledge to do it. So I'm here to promote like the idea of recycling and how to deal with their waste, so they can practice on their own time and actually make an individual change.